So sometimes we have days, weeks, maybe even months where we're feeling a bit down about music, motivation to practice is low, maybe we're feeling frustrated or bored, or perhaps we're even feeling like our self-confidence has hit rock bottom. If I go through periods like this, I have a task I give myself, and it usually helps to put me back on track. And that task is to learn a new jazz standard. So as jazz musicians, we have something called a reel book, which is a series of books, and it contains lots of songs. It contains the standard repertoire that jazz musicians know how to play, hence being called jazz standards. So the first reason this task works really well is that I don't have to think. The only decision I need to make is which standard to learn, and I can take that decision out of the process completely by opening the book to a random page and saying this one. So once I've chosen my standard, the way that I work is that I usually go to my computer and open the program Sibelius and copy the melody and chords into Sibelius so that I can change it into a key that works for my singing voice. And when you open Sibelius, it plays an orchestral theme song, and that for me is kind of like the Pavlov's dog trigger. It immediately puts me into musical mindset when I hear that theme song. So already the trigger is that it is time to work on music. So once I've made my chart, I go about learning the melody. I learn to sing the melody. Maybe I learn to play the melody on an instrument, guitar or bass. I learn to play the chords. I might even try improvising a bit with the melody. And usually this takes me 1 or 2 practice sessions to feel comfortable with that jazz standard. So that is the second reason why this is such a great task, is that it is achievable in a fairly short amount of time. So especially if you're feeling like your self-confidence has really hit rock bottom, this is such a great way to feel that kind of quick sense of achievement and feel like you actually are making progress. You are a good musician. You are able to work on something. So my task for you is to find your own version of this project. So the first thing you need to decide is, what is your jazz standard? What is your standard repertoire? Maybe you keep a list of songs that you hear on Spotify that you would like to cover. Maybe it is some etudes from an etude book you work on. Maybe you choose a phrase or a section of a piece by your favorite composer. It shouldn't be something too difficult. It should be something that you know you can achieve in 1 or 2 practice sessions so that you really feel that sense of achievement at the end. Hi, I'm Erica. I am a musician and music teacher, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more practice tips, motivation and inspiration. And also share this video with any friends who are also practicing music. And finally, if you like, you can stick around for a short meditation at the end of this video to prepare you for a great day's practice. So happy practicing, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So let's just take some time to prepare the body and the mind for practice. Take out your instrument, books, music, whatever you need for your practice today, and then spend a few moments making the space comfortable. And when you're ready, coming to a place of stillness, you can stand or sit with your instrument, and then with the next exhale, gently closing the eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath. Notice where in the body you feel that breath moving. The nose, the throat, chest, diaphragm. Where you feel the rise of each inhale and the fall of each exhale. And now you can begin to count each breath. 1 with the inhale, 2 with the exhale, 3 inhale, 4 exhale, just up to a count of 10, then returning back to 1 again. And if any thoughts appear in the mind, simply noting, thinking, or any feelings, noting, feeling, and bringing the attention back to the breath. If you find you're distracted, simply returning to the count of 1, back to 10, and then repeat back at 1. So now slowly bringing your awareness back to the body, feeling the weight of your body in the chair, or the feeling of the feet connected to the floor. Maybe the feeling of your instrument under your fingers, its texture. And then, when you're ready, you can blink the eyes open, and I wish you a wonderful day's practice.